Hey up lads and lasses, Fletch here from Ultimate Halo, and wow, have you ever seen such a thing of beauty? Me? You shouldn't. Anyway, if anything is definitely getting me hyped for Halo Infinite prior to the reveal tomorrow, it is this. It is beautiful, it is fantastic, and I love it. It is the new artwork for Halo Infinite. But even though it's very pretty, it's also very secretive. It's holding a lot of secrets, clues, and little bits of lore that I think we should all break down in this very straight to the point video. So subscribe if you enjoy this video, and let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think to this grappling hook? We'll cover more on that in a second, but I'm interested to know your thoughts. And lastly, keep the channel open for tomorrow and hang around to see my live reactions for the gameplay reveal, because I'm stupidly excited and I have this feeling that I'm gonna cry. Oh, it's getting so emotional. Cannot wait. Hope to see you there.
Ultimate Halo.
First of all, we are going to cover all of the basics, and this first one to note is the attachment on Chief's wrist. This is without a doubt the grappling hook that was previously leaked and will likely be used for traversal or maybe, hopefully, doing damage to your enemies. I strongly believe this will be more of a pickup type of thing, much like equipment in Halo 3, and my rationale is that we haven't seen Chief wear it in all of the promotional stuff as well as the actual intro for the game, but I'm down for the idea. In terms of multiplayer, I don't want it to be a base trait, but as long as you can get one or two uses out of it as a power up, much like you would as overshield or a power weapon, I have absolutely no objections. The next thing to notice on the right is the wasp. Of course, the wasp was introduced in Halo 5 as a one-man vehicle. I don't mind it, but I would prefer a hornet or maybe a falcon because I prefer vehicles that require teamwork, and it's a hell of a lot of fun at the same time. In terms of design, it hasn't changed much since last time round in Halo 5, and I don't necessarily think that it needed to either. But at this stage, I suppose you might be asking yourself, well, what in the world blew up this poor wasp? Well, look no further than the Master Chief's visor, because here we can see a brute in his reflection. It's definitely not Atriox by his design. It's quite different, and based on the obvious image quality, being able to see what's in the reflection is not too clear. But either way, it's a clever little detail which once again cements the Banished are in Halo Infinite, not that we really need any further confirmation. Then to the top left we can see a pelican. It doesn't mean much really, but it could very well be the pilot, otherwise known as Brohammer at this point. Who knows, he might have dropped the Chief off, and interesting things are now coming from this setting of the scene. Of course, the ring is battered and blown into pieces like we saw in Halo Infinite's Discover Hope trailer, and this is what it looks like in game from the ground. What I do want you to look at is the pillars that are there. Of course, the ring is compartmentalizing itself to maintain stability and also protect the wildlife that is existent on the surface. But with this game being heavily rumoured to be open world, it could also be what's stopping the player from wandering too far out of the map boundaries, and it could be a good way to canonize this rather than having the stupid immersion breaking return to battlefield counters like most FPS games have. Then slightly to the left of this, and trust me, I took a lot of flack on Twitter for this, and not a lot of people agree with me, it's quite hit and miss, but I am absolutely certain that this is a stone carving of a human face without a doubt. Zeta Halo has an excellent history which primitive humans had cities on, they moved there, and it's probably an artifact of this. I did get a lot of heat for this, but let me know in the comment section down below. And on the left and the right, I sort of did a little outline of what you should be looking at. It's not perfect, it doesn't illustrate it perfectly. I do want to know what you guys think, because a lot of people are definitely not on the same page as me, so please help me rest my insanity, God. Speaking of moving ancient humans, to the right we can see a mountain with a huge valley in the middle with Forerunner structures behind. This is significant because not only is a similar structure seen in previous artwork, but this could be something to do with the deep lore. You see in Halo Primordium that the Primordium himself guided humans on a floating disc through a valley to the Palace of Pain. Now some of you might be asking me, what is the Palace of Pain? It's basically a place where humans were taken by Forerunners to be experimented on with the Flood, and very few of them would come back, and those who did told horrific stories to their young and families. It's quite possible that the structure is the Palace of Pain, because an excerpt of the book says the pillar was about a kilometre square around the base and clouds obscured its top. Of course the structure is clear here, but it could be obstructed from the foot of the mountain by clouds. It's hard to say really, we can't see on the other side of the mountain. Of course we see the rings again, we don't know too much about them, but I'm guessing they were also put there by ancient humans. But on the whole, this piece looks epic, but have you noticed anything else that it resembles? Yes, it's the Halo Combat Evolved cover. Very exciting stuff and an awesome callback to classic Halo. So let me know what you guys think. Is there anything that I missed out? Is there anything of interest you think I should cover? I'm so hyped for tomorrow. I cannot wait to see this game in action. So let me know in the comment section your thoughts, and I will see you live at the stream event tomorrow. Please hang around. And once again, my name is Jack Fletcher, and I will see you next time on the one and the only Ultimate Halo.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Halo for more unfriggin' believable Halo content.